Although there is a lot of romantic drama on Vanderpump Rules, some cast members have been able to stay in their relationships. The longest relationships on the program are these ones. The 9th season of Vanderpump Rules concluded in January 2022, and the program is still entertaining its devoted audience. The first person to land her own spin-off series, which revolves around the waitstaff of one of her renowned West Hollywood restaurants, was Lisa Vanderpump, an alum of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like its predecessor, Vanderpump Rules debuted in 2013 and is rife with drama, especially relationship turmoil. Over the course of the 9 seasons of the program, the cast has undergone changes, but one thing that has remained constant is their drive to date and have sex, even when they shouldn't. Considering this, the cast members intended to have a number of long-lasting relationships over the years before discovering any. During her initial tenure on Vanderpump Rules, Stassi gained notoriety for her associations with promiscuous Jax Taylor. After experiencing a series of failed relationships both on and off the program, she seemed to have finally found her true love in Beau Clark. The two's engagement in a graveyard and their love were documented for Season 8 of the show. Their grand plans for a destination wedding were derailed by the COVID-19 epidemic, Stassi's firing from the show, and her pregnancy. Nevertheless, the couple is preparing to celebrate their 4th year of marriage and 2nd wedding anniversary with their kid. Fans anticipated James Kennedy becoming the next Jax Taylor when he became a full-time cast member of Vanderpump Rules in Season 4. He was, for the most part, derogatory and abusive towards his castmates, finally betraying his girlfriend Raquel. These two undoubtedly had issues, but they were committed to working things out in their relationship. After 5 years together, James even asked Raquel to marry him in a grandiose ceremony with a Coachella theme during Season 9. Even while the engagement planning plot on Vanderpump Rules was one of the best to date, it eventually ended in tragedy. Sadly, rings do not always last forever, as the couple announced their engagement in December 2021, just a few months after it was announced. Kristen Doute and Tom Sandoval were one of the most toxic couples to ever appear on Vanderpump Rules. The two had been together for a number of years when they joined the cast of the first season of the show. The personalities of the two never appeared to get along, and their issues were made worse by the cameras. The couple called it quits on their 6-year romance during Season 2 of Vanderpump Rules due to one of the worst betrayals in the show's history. Kristen cheated on Tom with his closest buddy Jax Taylor. Kristen struggled to find another decent man to love, which is why her relationship with Tom is the longest she has ever had. Tom, on the other hand, moved on to a better relationship very fast. Lala Kent first appeared on Vanderpump Rules as a recurring cast member in Season 4. In Season 6, she joined the show full-time. Many questions were raised in the early years over Kent's romantic status and how she managed to pay for opulent trips while earning an income as a hostess. In the end, Kent revealed to the Vanderpump Rules viewers her connection with movie producer Randall Emmett. The two appeared content together, despite their disparate ages and dubious relationship origins. They got engaged in 2018 and even had a daughter in March 2021, but as claims of Randall's adultery surfaced, Lala formally called off their engagement and broke their relationship in December 2021, after 6 years together. When Sheena Shea became the first reality personality to tie the knot on Vanderpump Rules, history was made. Regretfully, she also happened to be the first divorcee on the show. Skeena and Michael were friends for more than 10 years before getting married on Season 3 of Vanderpump Rules. Michael's addiction made their first year of marriage difficult, but in their second year together, things appeared to be improving. Sadly, Sheena made the decision to break their 7-year partnership and file for divorce because that was not the case. Jax Taylor was undoubtedly the cast member most likely to never get married, despite the fact that Brittany Cartwright was arguably the one most likely to do so. Nevertheless, These two proved everyone wrong. The former cast members engaged and tied the knot in a magnificent, extravagant castle ceremony that would make any girl happy. These two have remained together in spite of regular stress and infidelity, and they are getting ready to celebrate their third wedding anniversary this summer. But now that they've been together for 7 years, it's Jax's longest partnership ever. In an interesting twist, one of the most successful Vanderpump Rules couples is the only one who has not tied the knot. After a tumultuous relationship with Kristen Doute, Tom Sandoval turned to another coworker for love. Tom and Ariana Madix started dating shortly after his relationship ended and have been together for 8 years and counting. While the two have differing opinions on what their future holds, they maintain that the most important thing to them is that their love stands the test of time. Of all the Vanderpump Rules relationships, fans were most devoted to Katie Maloney and Tom Schwartz. The two have been together for the duration of the show's 9-season run, and were together even before then. However, things weren't always smooth sailing for these two. Tom struggled with commitment issues, which led Katie to go restless waiting for a proposal. In the end, Tom came to his senses and the two wed in a beautiful ceremony officiated by Lisa Vanderpump. Unfortunately, the marriage didn't solve all their problems, and the two decided to end their 12-year relationship earlier this year. Fans were quite shocked at the announcement and hope their relationship drama will play out in Vanderpump Rules Season 10. While it's been proven that the young cast of Vanderpump Rules might not be great at relationships, they do have a great boss and role model to look up to. Lisa Vanderpump and her husband Ken Vanderpump have been married for 40-plus years and together for even longer. The restaurateurs have managed to make their marriage last despite also being business partners and allowing cameras into their lives for several years. While there's no telling why their marriage has withstood the test of time when some of their employees have struggled despite seeming to be happy, the bottom line is these two love is undeniable and perhaps unconditional.